the break, and I'm still kind of like
What?
the
Tell
idea,
me.
dude. The idea of like you beasting people in chainmail. Okay, that's pretty sick. So
Yeah. Like at local forest, yeah. Me and some of my friends, we used to do like role playing. We were like super nerdy as well. It's great. Like
dude,
you have
that's
like bags of flour, and you say something, you throw the flour at them, and they have to freeze for 15 seconds, and you steal whatever they've got and stuff like that. It's dangerous as well back then. So like at the entrance of the forest, they would have people checking each other's weapons because you got to have like you're obviously hitting each other with the with the foam sword or whatever it is. So you can't. People make them themselves, and sometimes they go a little bit nuts. One guy had brought a baseball bat that he had put duct tape on. You're like, really? I think this duct tape is somehow going to, make it softer. Other people had brought actual katanas they weren't sharp, but they were still made of like steel. And then they put like foam around them. So it's like, if you hit someone with that, like, everything's going to happen. Like, it was some pretty weird people that showed up, but it's all in the game, right?
If you watch some of that though, like there's this whole like this movement now that's coming through where you have guys, they literally make like full suits of armor and it's like full contact. And you watch those videos, those guys are beating the living crap out of each other.
We did chainmails, like we linked them ourselves. We spent like whole evening, like one link at a time doing it. Man, we were into it.
That's some sick stuff. Actually, it's actually pretty cool. It's like I think it was like the World Championships recently.
Yeah, we made our own arrows as well.
We had weapons and everything, man. Just boom.
We had our own arrows as well, which is dangerous. Like we put a coin on top, but one of the arrows actually sort of went through the hole in the coin. So we were shooting at like a door or something, and then it just like sat on the doors. We're like, oh, not gonna shoot any humans with that. All right, it's TSM versus Dignitas. It's gonna be the second map. Sorry, we got caught up in role-playing talk here, but we are gonna be going on to Inferno now here at the Fragbite Masters. So TSM gets started on the less favorite side, which is good news for Dignitas. They did lose the first map. Pretty good victory for TSM, although there were a lot of close rounds, especially in that first half, where Dignitas could have made a real difference. Now, a lot of presence outside of B here, with one guy being left behind is Sipnix and the rest of TSM pushing in, but there's three people waiting. MSL with a strong opening headshot to take down Kirby, and look at Device just charging in, jumping over. Really action-packed to take out that kill, but there's still a guy in corner, AC, waiting patiently and picking up 2 kills. Huge play coming out.
And he hits that headshot as well instantly. He denies the bomb plant. That's the most important thing right there. The fact that Nico rolls in and picks up the last kill on Zipnix is pretty much done at that point because Zipnix has won before. But the fact that AC just plays perfectly from behind new boxes.
That he waited a long time to pick up that first kill. He really wanted to make sure that there was no one else coming in from any angle. That's scary. I mean, if Device turns around and somehow just like gets the drop on him, does a quick 180. Could have been ugly.
You see where he was shooting as well? Where he was actually aiming when he got that headshot? He was like shooting, like he just knew exactly where he had to aim to actually get that headshot. It's not at the head. You have to aim a bit lower. It's more like torso area when that bomb plant is actually happening. AC, and he gets it right off the bat, and that's a fantastic start here for Dignitas. Now up 1-0, they win the pistol on their CT side. They've gone ahead and upgraded. Nico, pretty customary now to just see him skimp and just hold on to a pistol in these situations. He doesn't like to buy SMGs or rifles very often.
That's something that he's been, like, if you go and look at VODs from when they were playing in, is it Western Wolves? I think Nico was on back in the day, back in the beginning of Global Offensive. He does the exact same thing. That's just like I don't know if it's like stubbornness or confidence. He just feels like that is the optimal way of playing, and he's going to keep doing it. AC with a couple of, well, one good pick-off. Gets stinked for 10 damage, really? Well, they're going to finish the round either way here. Sipnix on 33 and alone. Nice hold by AC. I mean, he didn't expose himself to too much there.
No, like he actually played that pretty carefully. He was trying to close the angle, so he was only facing one of them at a time. That's the danger, obviously, when TSM are buying up P250s or something. You know, like you get a headshot, you're dead pretty much on your feet. You have to fall back. You give them access to the site. AC did a very good job of just dancing on the edge there. And we'll get the replay here. Just perfect spray on the first man through, but then just closes it up.
I'm wondering if that somehow went through the coils or something that... Because, I mean, it seemed like 10 damage is not enough for a headshot, is it? Even with a Glock. Well, we're going to be going into the third round, and you were asking for P250s. They've got a lot of these guns here on TSM. Deagle as well on Kirby, and even the infamous Tech-9 on Device here. And Device, by the way, great name on him.
Device to fly? Device to fly?
I don't know.
It's a bit of a French kind of thing, but we'll get into that afterwards. So far, actually, this push is working out perfectly for TSM. They maintain the man advantage, pushing onto this. MSL trying to hold the angle, going for the pre-fire, and he could get overwhelmed, and he will. MP7 battle goes through, and AC trying to zero in on the last man alive here. Kerrigan, oh, not the last man, but wow, last man alive on that site itself. Device will get the backstab from Pit, and that is going to be TSM on like just a pistol buy, essentially. Not even a full round. They managed to win it, and they are in this 2-1.
That was a really weird round, because it looked well enough for Dignitas initially, but somehow they couldn't get the last couple of kills in. Great effort from AC early on. He's got 7-1 and 1, so doing a fine job. But losing that round is going to put them in a really awkward spot here. As you can tell, right now they're playing Inferno with 3 smokes, and that is not enough. If TSM slow play this round, they're going to get a really good chance to get into a bomb site. And I love the fact, I mean, it doesn't work, but I love the fact they try and go aggressive here. Cajun just shutting them down with some great headshots. But when you're low on smokes, playing it slowly yourself does not really make a lot of sense. You might as well try and see if you can put them on the back, on the back foot there. Push them back.
Oh, I'm surprised that Device actually, he goes for a Colt instead of his AK. Well then, Nico's already in position here to hold this angle. Flash timing there. He tries to just delay it a fraction of a second to catch somebody coming around that corner. He will not connect, however. He does manage to relocate into construction. So we'll see. Right on the edge, and he catches Device. Wallbang through the coils is going to set it up perfectly. They're trying to bait out another shot, and they will do so. They managed to make it across, and now the bomb plant can go down here for TSM. In the meantime, Zipnik still lurking around on the other side of the map. Picks up the first man, loses to Kierby, but essentially, this is definitely going to be TSM's round. We already have Dignitas backing off to hold on to their guns.
Yeah, they weren't even really rotating over. They weren't thinking, what if Nico picks up 2 kills here? Maybe we can actually win the round. It seemed like sort of half the team was saying, nope, we're not going to come. And Nico was saying, I'll stay around and fight. So that was a little bit awkward here. The 3 going to go down Kirby with with an angle that's hard to predict, essentially. He was sitting right in the middle of everything then. And they're going to come looking for Nico. Should be able to stay alive as they stop in library. Score will be 2-2, and TSM doing a good job here, coming right back into the beginning of this first half here. Dignitas now are going to have just the AK and the AWP. I mean, Inferno's a map where you can definitely win rounds with just two guns like this, even just with 1 gun we've seen before.
Yeah, you get them in that right choke point, basically. Top banana if they try and rush you. I mean, we'll see what they like to do here, Dignitas, but they don't really have many nades to facilitate a big spray down or anything of the sort. They only really have the single HE that goes down banana. It's a little effect, and the single flash that's actually going to go down banana as well. And now we see them starting to push. Kierby does have that AK, but they do get forced back, so they aren't going to commit to this. TSM not running up there either, really. Actually, both teams playing this very carefully at this point. TSM know that there are 2 guns saved on the other side, so they definitely don't want to be running in blind, but this position by MSL could get a little bit tricky here waiting in cubby.
Not a single grenade left right now on Dignitas either, so if TSM just goes as a group, they should be able to find a really good opening. There's MSL going down. There's no chance for a pop flash or anything around the corner there. Good attempt from Kierby, but he's still going to drop, and now the AWP just has to be saved. Like, that's the main focus of this round right now, I think, for Dignitas. Save the AWP, make sure it doesn't get lost anywhere.
Yeah, and that smoke goes down on Arch. It goes down on Library as well, so Nico rendered impotent. He's just going to have to wait around there. We do have Nico. Yeah, look, he can't really have too much of an impact, and you already see him start to try and back off, but then that kill comes in from Pimp. That's going to keep Kerrigan, well, Kerrigan is dead, but that's going to keep the rest of them a little bit anxious here, TSM. Nice angle by Dupree, but he fails to get the kill. And will Nico actually play this aggro? Yes, he will. Finds the angle, shoots Dupree in the back, and now we're into we're onto a 3-on-3. AC with an AK to work with, but at this point, they're already rotating out. AC, this is some good loot here for Dignitas to hold on to. They've got the AK, and they've got the AWP.
Yeah, more than they could have expected to get out of that round. I think that went better than they were probably hoping for. So, not bad. Even though AC very nearly died. And Pimp, can he get some sort of exit? Probably going to look out balcony if they wait long enough here. Oh, actually, the bomb just takes him out. Didn't think it would reach that far. That's going to be TSM now with the round lead, 3-2. Haven't given up or haven't let go since they picked up that initial 3rd round. And now Dignitas can make the buy, and now we really see how much saving that AWP is going to matter here, because otherwise they wouldn't have been able to buy it at all. And the saved AK as well means, look at this, they don't not just have smokes, they have 2 Molotovs as well. This is important.
That's going to make the difference, you're right. The fact that they can take advantage of it. We already have Kirby kind of setting up for an aggressive smoke to go down bottom mid. Cage is going to get forced out of there due to the Molotovs, and you have those incendiaries going down and actually giving some pretty good B control here to Dignitas. Nobody hanging around for TSM. So at this point now, it's going to come down to whether TSM wants to try and commit through this. I mean, Device trying to get some kind of lucky shot through that smoke, not going to get rewarded for it. But really, at this point, TSM, they're doing what they need to do, essentially. If Banana gets cut off from you and you don't want to push through that smoke, you have to get quickly up into apartments. Get control of this part of the map at least, so you have some space to work with. Just basically keep Dignitas guessing.
Couple of flashbangs out to buy time. Nice flick there. Cajun gone instantly. That's the kind of Nico we need to see. And we need to see him a lot more here, because TSM are on their way to having a really good first half here on Inferno. Kirby down the pit as well. Sipnik's looking for an opening up from apartments. Just a tiny pixel gap there. Pimp will get the kill on Carrigan. Nico is still in library waiting around. 30 seconds left. This is not looking good for TSM at the moment. Even getting that kill, there's still a man down and they are running out of time. Whoa, turnaround. Look at this. Dupree, Device picking up a kill each, and now AC coming out of the library. He's going to get smoked off. Bomb goes down. Are they going to go and challenge him here? They could just stay inside. And that's exactly what they'll do. Nice setup here. Device will take out AC. MSL. Team captain coming in. He goes down to Device, who picks up a triple. And TSM making it 4-2. And now Dignitas have got to eco again. Unless they want to go for a mad force up here. But they don't seem like the team that usually will.
They might be willing to give 5 rounds to TSM. This shot from Nico, he just slams it onto Cajun B there. That was a visceral one. Device also playing a little risky there, Device. He didn't need the challenge for the last frag there. They had that, I mean, that was an ironclad setup essentially for TSM at that point, because it's just crossfire from sight, from pit. There's nothing that man can do. So Device, electing to take that fight. If he takes a bullet to the face at that point, it's very difficult for the rest of his team. AC doing magnificent damage with the Deagle. It's not going to get him the kill. We lose Nico, actually, but that was over on A. AZ's still alive at top banana after nearly taking out Cajun.
And Pimp with the dualies. Just, have to point that out, that's something he's gone for again. Close here. Good shot. MSL and Kirby to pick up the next one. Pimp. Oh, they're running away with the bomb, so he's not going to be in time with the dualies. And once the bomb goes down, the game is sort of up in this position here. Even though Cajun's very low on health, still MSL is going to fall. Device is ready and waiting for him. And what's Pimp going to do?
They're even so thorough as to throw down a smoke at the bottom of Banana as well. So if you are trying to push through here, Pimp, you're going to have a bit of a rough time. Cajun playing very carefully, seeing as how he's only on 8 HP. He does not want to take too many big risks, and Pimp is actually going to just hold on to the AK. This is a smart play from him as well. Good communication on Dignitas, pointing out the fact that there are guns just kind of hanging around in mid right there. If you want to go pick one up and save it, this could actually allow us to stretch our money a little bit in the next round, which will be the 8th. Yeah, you can see, Pimp on 2,500, this is actually a big save for him. Means that he can get full nades, he can get Kevlar helmet, he can get a kit.
Yeah.
And he can keep his dualies.
He can keep his dualies, most importantly, basically. A little bit silly, but he's made it work from time to time. We've seen him hit, ridiculous headshots with it, but there are other times when it seems to fail quite miserably, so it's hard to know overall if it's worth the investment. Going into the 8th round, like you said, Dupree still with the AWP. There's one on Nico, and smokes, 5 smokes, 3 Molotovs. Definitely a strong setup coming out here from Dignitas. Should be able to buy a lot of time. And I like the fact that they take this aggressive banana control that they've been doing a couple of rounds now. Trying to deny TSM as much information as they can, really.
Yeah, and once again, there you go. Molotovs go down. Cajun instantly backs up. He doesn't even want to take that fight. Does not want to hang around. The option is there, but you can see one Molotov goes straight in behind wooden logs, basically into trees. So where Nico is, where Cajun was holding, he would have got roasted. And then one further up Banana, so he can't really push forward.
Come on.
But that's incredible, the fact that Dupree actually picks up a kill from Boiler onto Pimp.
Yeah, that angle is unlikely. I don't know what that was. You see Pimp was even trying to jump away. That's like a frustration moment for Pimp as well. That's where you really start to get a little bit annoyed, isn't it?
Well, we saw it at DreamHack Tour, right? Where when we had the player cams, you saw how emotional Pimp gets. Just in that clutch versus MBK, it actually made it onto the front page of Reddit, but you just saw the visceral emotion that gets shown on his face every time in those clutch situations. Those kinds of situations, he loses them.
I like that, though. It's cool when people get that invested into it. Carrigan there jumping up to take out AC, who did drop Cajun, but it's not quite enough. MSL trying to get his way through. Gets one, gets a double. And the bomb is not being planted, but he can't reload in time. The smoke fades, and Dupree's on the other side. Now Kirby would be a big clutch if he could win it here. Dignitas are about to be very far behind, but Dupree just runs in with the pistol out. Triple kill here. And that will make it 6-2. And now I don't know what to say. They do go for the force here, Dignitas. They are tired of waiting. Look at this nonsense.
Yeah, that was just timing. That was crazy. And that was from Dupree as well.
It was a great push from MSL right here.
That's as good as it gets. Yeah, he stops that bomb plant, so nothing Kerrigan could do to save his mate. Pimp had like 7 grand at the beginning of this round, though, so they are going to be able to get another AWP picked up on him. 2 FAMASs, 2 M4s, decent number of nades. They actually have 4 smokes to work with, and they've already used 1, so it's not too shabby here, actually. And Pimp, where does he find that kill? He was actually up in apartments. Aggressive push from him in second mid, takes out Zipnix. And that's the kind of start that Dignitas need, because it feels like for so long now, TSM, round after round, have managed to pick up the entry frag, or the initial frag at least, on the map.
Still plenty of time here for the terrorist side to make their way across the map. Looks like they might want to try and peek out, and they will. Cajun ready for it. Just the timing is so good, although he will be dropped by AC. And are they going to realize that AZ is alone in here? They almost have to, and they're going to push it behind it. Before the backup gets here, they want to see if they can fight him and take him out. But he's doing a good job hiding, trying to buy time for his teammate to get here. Not going to be quite enough there. But a nice shot from Nico right through the coils to take down Kerrigan, leaving Dupree alone. In a very awkward 1v3 here. He's going to run for A. He can make it. There's time for this. Yeah. I think the running distance is about 17 seconds from top banana to A. If you add top banana as well, I'm pretty sure it's like 17, 15 seconds thereabouts. So, oh, just around that corner, goes back. Dupree wants to win this. He wants more than the plant here.
Oh, and he gets that fight. He actually gets that fight and wins it. This is now so interesting.
Oh
Dupree
no,
goes for the
grenade.
standard.
Gabri's got it. Not going to be able to throw it. 9 seconds left. Now Nico has to do this. Dupree, what a monster. Bomb goes down inside. Nico going to throw out the grenade. And he's down to 16 health right around the corner. He's looking for it. Dupree just needs one pre-fire. And there's a headshot as well. And there it is. TSM going to win the round. That is a ridiculous 1v3.
All right, so yeah, we see it there. And Pimp heard that. Pimp heard that because Pimp was on Speedway. Yeah. So that's why the quick rotation came out from Pimp, trying to cut him off. 15 seconds right there. Flawless.
I don't think I haven't been playing around with, like, you know, doing the timings.
Yeah. But look at the mind games from him. I mean, that initial. I mean, he gets Pimp out in the open by running away again. He goes for the fake plant. That draws the other man out. And I mean, just sick play. Not only hitting the shots, but just completely outwitting his opponents there. That puts TSM up on 7 rounds in their T side. Dignitas still sitting on 2. It's looking very grim right now for the underdogs on the CT side.
Yeah, this is not the kind of start they were hoping for. Though, I mean, we've seen them in this position before, actually playing on Inferno, where they do horribly, like where they even get like 4 rounds playing CT side and they still make it a match playing T side. So I don't know what's going on here, but it's definitely not going to get any easier, is it?
Yeah, I mean, 4 spies basically. AC with the MP9 fails to kill Device. And no, he fails his smoke, and he splashes as well. Nico is there to back him up, however, so they will still come out ahead in this Dignitas, but now it looks like TSM are just looking to push hard onto this B site. They've got the flashes and smokes, everything set up here. And Daisy will manage to throw a smoke down just in the nick of time. Flashes his way through, and did he hit the timing correctly? Yes, he did, but they're all gathered up. He has no idea. All 3 are there. He could get the triple mow down, and nearly gets the quad, but he runs out of bullets. Does he get the final shot? No, he will not. MSL, well, saves his life, because I think AC was a dead man there. 9 HP. But the big play is coming in from AC again, and he is sitting at 13 kills right now as well, leading by a fair margin on his team.
Oh, man. They were just stacked up in front of him. I mean, that could have been beautiful, couldn't it? It was still really good. He saved the round for his team right there, but you wish he just had, you know, held down. Maybe had the, like, Snacks auto shotgun, just, you know, putting all the pellets through. It would have been beautiful. Finally around for Dignitas now. They need to keep winning here. Otherwise, it will be nothing short of a disaster.
Kerrigan with the AK that is named No Tears, Only Dreams.
Good name for it, right? Cajun getting a little bit overrun here, but he still picks up a kill, which is going to be annoying. And MSL out of bullets gets taken up by a Device. Great trade for TSM, but they're still pushing over here, which doesn't make a lot of sense because they were in a 3v3 with plenty of time left. Kind of a weird decision there. I think TSM, they had already taken the fight, and they just felt like, oh, we're just going to keep going. We don't want to stop here. Nico flashing his way through, not waiting for his teammates. Another mistake, and it's going to be a 2v2 now. But they could have easily waited for everyone else to show up here. And oh, Dupree coming out, the Kraken from below to take down Kerrigan. Pimp will be the last man standing.
And he's in a bit of a crossfire now. He knows that there's one in Banana. He can assume that there's one in Construction as well. Perfectly timed flash. And that bomb just continues to tick away. His hand was forced. He had to take a fight. He had to try and win that 1v1 duel, and it just was not meant to be. And this is brutal now for Dignitas. 3 rounds on the board, and they go for the force. They don't even hesitate. They know, even if we've got our backs to the wall economically right now, we can't afford to give TSM more rounds. We can't let them finish at 9-6 for free. Still a decent shot here for TSM, who are going to have all the money. 4 Molotovs for them. No AWP picked up for Device or Dupree. It's fun saying Dupree, like Dupree opping on Inferno. And actually being successful with it as well. It's like everybody is lethal on TSM side, no matter the gun.
Yeah, it's almost like an insistence on at this point. Just make sure everyone is super well-rounded. There's nothing they can't do, really. Just a good approach, I reckon. Ooh, Pimp. Not going to stay and fight. It's definitely smart. It's great having someone up there initially to try and like catch someone off guard, but if you stay on that stairwell in there, you know, you can get picked off from so many angles. It's just, and you can grenade it without even seeing anyone. They can just throw the grenades over from one stairwell to the next, so better to fall back.
Yeah, wise. Now the smoke splashes looks like a full execute actually coming out from TSM. Pretty early on in the round as well. They're not wasting any time. Nico just drawing on him. He just draws the attention to himself. He does manage to trade 1 for 1. Xyp9x with the flash, not going to be very effective, however. And there's a smoke to block it off. Does Kirby give away his position here? He's just patiently waiting, hoping that the target will present itself. In the meantime, the bomb making its way. This could be big. Kirby, point blank, picks up the first man, but he will get instantly returned on by Dupree. AC with the flank, however, coming up short, and this is just complete and utter chaos at this point. Everybody pushing all over the place. And with 30 seconds left, barely 25 seconds left now, TSM need to find a way to get this bomb down. And that's one way to do it. Device just steps out, takes out MSL, spots the second man as well, so he knows exactly where AC's playing from, right on the edge of that smoke. And oh, he made noise jumping up there.
Yeah,
that's all AC needs.
That gave it away, definitely. What a close 1v1 as well. Device with a triple, AC ending up with a triple of his own, dropping 16 kills, and he's actually 1 up from Dupree. He's got 15, so a bit of a struggle between those two as well. 8-4. Dignitas, I mean, doing a good job staying alive. MSL with the MP9. I feel like the MP9 is like the most hysterical weapon that we've got.
It is. I mean, it's so small and dainty as well, right? But then it's like, it sounds like a chainsaw when it's going off. There you go.
You say chainsaw, I'm thinking more like Angry Terrier.
Angry Terrier?
Yeah.
Or maybe we could go for something that packs a little bit more of a punch, you know, like a buzzsaw, something like that. Nice with MSL there. Using the one-way cart smoke. It's a great effect, and he is going to be able to pick up 1 and goes for the likely spots as well through that smoke. Xyp9x, though, will take out Kirby, so we're back into a 4-on-3 situation here. TSM, they've got Cajun who's bought up. The rest are on pistols, but they are managing to get closer to this A site, and there's only Pip here to hold. This is definitely looking like it should be advantage TSM. They go rushing up and donate that bomb. Pip gets the headshot on Dupree, and that was a crucial kill.
Yeah, nice double there. They can't prevent the bomb from going down, though. There's even a Molotov on Cajun here, which is going to be a little bit tricky. Yeah, buying some time right there. MSL waiting now as Nico's going to come in and try and help him out. No kit picked up on the CT side, so they are going to have to move quick right now. Otherwise, this is not going to work out well. Flashbang in, another one following through. Xyp9x hiding in the corner. They can't really spot him out. And MSL very low on health. He's going to end up dropping Nico to get the return kill. And it should be just enough time here, I think, for the defuse. So 8-5. Dignitas will be able to pick up the round here, and I mean, they're adjusting at least. They're bringing it back now slowly.
Slowly but surely, you're right. I mean, 5 rounds is still a far cry from what they wish they had right now. I mean, they need to be out ahead 9-6, worst case scenario for Dignitas. But the best case scenario they can hope for now is the 7 rounds. So they need to pick up the remaining 2. Yeah. They may have a shot at that as well, because TSM are spending all of their money in this round. So if Dignitas can just shut out TSM, not allow for a bomb plant, TSM are going to be hard-pressed to have a lot of money to work with in the next round, in the last round of the half. So this is the key one right here for Dignitas. They need to stop TSM cold, and look at this aggressive flash straight up onto quad. They go rushing, and Dupree spots them dropping down into pit. He saw 1 man at least. We'll see if he can get the second, or against that angle. No, it's not meant to be. Pimp steps out into the open, picks him off. Instead, it's going to be Kerrigan, but the damage is already done. 3 very quick kills coming in, and a 4th one as well for Dignitas. They've got complete and utter control of this side at this point.
Yeah, they know where Kerrigan is, trying to see if they can take him out, and it's going to be AC following up. Great triple from Pimp, and I love the change of pace, though, from TSM. It's a really nice idea, but And maybe if Dignitas had been holding further up towards the middle, they would have gotten overrun. But the fact is, from the very get-go, they had the position in pit. Double setup as well, which is almost impossible to break like that. So, yeah, I mean, if TSM did that a different round, definitely could have worked out.
They needed some more aggro there from Dignitas. And now it's going to be that forced by 3 Galils, 2 Tech 9s, handful of nades, and TSM aggressively taking control of Banana this time. And there you go. That's why Cajun was running away every single time. When it gets turned into basically like the river of fire. We're not going to call it a lake. It's more of like an undulating river. It's so hard to push forward there if you're on the T side. And right now, they're just getting slammed across the map.
Ooh, Dupree is going to go for the kill on Kirby, but he is also going to be alone here in the 15th round. Not a lot of hope. He's going to walk in, but waiting in the middle, MSL is there with a shot, and it will be 8-7. Kind of a nice adjustment, winning 4 rounds in a row. Probably a bit of a mixed feeling on Dignitas right now, because that's like the moment in time when you're thinking, well, we just proved to ourselves that we can do this, so why the hell didn't we do it in the beginning? I mean, this is doable. Like, you can win with 7 rounds playing CT side, especially if you're Dignitas and you're pretty good on the T side, but maybe a lot is going to come down to the pistol round here. They really do need to win this pistol.
Yeah, I mean, it's all important at this point. So, yeah, 8-7. And only a single man picking up nades. That's MSL, double flash, and a smoke. So that does make you think B-site, especially with 4 Kevlars. They kind of just want to barrel through and see if they can't overwhelm the defense quickly, and they're doing just that. Straight rush. Up Banana. There's the aggressive flash to force Kerrigan back. Smoke goes down instantly, but will it be there in time? Second flash. The timing right now is impeccable for Dignitas with these flashes. Doesn't stop Kerrigan from getting a shot through that smoke. Nico with the running headshot onto Zipnix, who's holding behind new boxes. However, is going to open things up. And Kerrigan continues to lay waste.
Ooh. MSL, surprise attack there, and Dupree will go down. Nice click with the Glocker now. It's on Cajun and Device to try and go for this retake. It's going to be more than just a little bit tricky. Dignitas have really good post-part positions right now. Almost no matter what happens, they're going to walk into a cross here. Cajun looking for another shot and actually turning around inside. Pimp is going to get the 1 kill, goes down, and now no kit currently picked up. Is there one in the back? He's looking for it. He picks it up, and now MSL is there for the fight, and there's no time left. He can't do it. Device gets the kill, loses the round, and Dignitas, yeah, look at that. Good times, good times. What else are you going to do at that point, right?
All right. I mean, didn't throw away his guns. He didn't shoot the corpse either, but I guess, what are you going to do? That's his way of standing out, right? He's like, Happy already shoots the corpses. Other people knife the corpses. You know what? I'll just drop the T. So, Dignitas, they managed to bring it up, tie it up here, 8-8, winning that pistol round, and we can see the impact that will have on their economy. They've managed to get the 2 guns to work with. Well, actually, single rifle and then 4 SMGs. So Dignitas, they want to go for the run and gun. This time around, however, TSM, they do go for the Kevlar helmet, and that's going to make a difference versus these, well, these lighter weapons. How do we want to describe them, I guess, you know? I guess they're small machine guns, whatever. Submachine guns, whatever. Small machine guns
silver tools. I don't know. I still have a hard time accepting the fact that SMGs can even be purchased for any task at all. But they're effective. They help you build a strong economy early on. If you can just get the kills in. But Dupree sees at 75 to steal that one. Is he going to go for another one down by the cart in second mid? Got to be a little bit careful. Good return from AZ. Dupree still playing very close here to Boiler.
Yeah, and he's been making a lot of noise right now, so trying to make it a little unpredictable. They know that somebody potentially could be close, however, and you can see 3 players focused on mid, and they are going to try and wrap back around here. They do actually make it across, and they get spotted. This is big. Now Dupree, can he actually hit that timing correctly? They go running up short, and he hits another shot. That was like a headshot, 1 shot to the corpse combo, and a 3rd one for Dupree. This man is relentless at this point. Even spots Academy going up short as well. So man advantage now for TSM going into this retake scenario.
Yeah, finally going to be a plant as well, and the smoke goes up really close to Pimp. Is going to fall back in the side. I thought for a minute he was going to try and play close to the smoke, but he doesn't then. Pimp will go down now. Kirby falling next. Incredible round for Dupree, in fact. Gets the last kill there, making it a quad, but 3 of them with a CSET 75, and completely stunning result there. That was like a flashback to like the prime, you know, CSET 75 days, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just dropping everyone left and right.
I mean, just that pocket AK, man. Like, up close like this. This is just such a difficult position to deal with it because you're looking away and it takes a split second. You're dead. This shot in particular, like mid-air. fantastic work from Dupree. This is his map. Device was the point man for TSM on Cash. And it's not like Device is slacking off much. He's second as far as the frags are concerned for TSM, but it really is Dupree. Excuse me, standing out in this one. Just managing to get up to 20 frags now in 18 rounds. No force spy coming out from Dignitas, however, in that situation. They did get the bomb plant, so they're willing to take a Nico round to the face right now just to allow for them to get a plant. This isn't looking too shabby, although Kerrigan will be able to stabilize. He's been doing good work with that USB, actually, Kerrigan.
Yep, absolutely. Triple kill on him currently. Bomb is down, so they know exactly what's going on. And there will be the quad kill for Kerrigan here in the anti-eco round, furthering the score to 10-8 in favor of TSM. And just to remind you, they did win the first map. 6 more rounds, and they're going to be able to 2-0 Dignitas, and a lot better than they did last time as well.
Let's see. I mean, we're getting the replay right now of Kerrigan, and Zipmix basically, it looks like he just ran out of bullets. There wasn't a whole lot that he could do there. Kerrigan, though, great footwork, hiding behind that fountain. Allows him to pick up the kill. But now we go into the key round, essentially, here. Dignitas, they're going to be able to force up limited nades, and Kerrigan just goes full on around that corner. Kirby takes the fight, not going to get it. 2 members here holding, however, and that's going to set it up for Zipmix to come through to get the second kill as well. Drops the bomb around that corner, and now Pimp. Point man, and he decides to dance with the flames, and, well, you just don't dance with the devil, man. Zipmix shuts him down.
I don't know. That was 3 people top banana for TSM. That's hard to deal with. We talked about it earlier when TSM were playing on the terrorist side, how they were rushing towards that A-bomb side, and Dignitas happened to have 2 people playing pit, and that was exactly what was needed. Now it's reversed, except it's at banana instead. 3 people top banana as they try and go for that rush. That will never work out. I mean, it was a little bit funny with Pimp at the end because he was indecisive. So he was like, I'm gonna go back through the fire at the end. But that wasn't what really made a big difference there. There was simply the 3 people top banana that was ultimately gonna make the difference.
Well, that's why we call it the anti-rush strat, right? It's like you will be going into the grinder if you go up there. And now Dupree getting baited up. Little does he know, 4 players are gathered up, and he decides to change up his position is here as well. So he's got somebody to watch his back. That's going to be Cajun B up on balcony. And there you go. Cajun spots that rush coming through. Second, third, while he falls as well. Cajun not going to get the last one. Dupree is there. 2 kills for Dupree, 3 for Cajun, and a very fine anti-eco run coming in for TSM, bringing their score up to 12.
Look at the flashbang that's coming in here. It doesn't actually flash Cajun, but it was thrown from second mid. Just from middle there. That's not a bad idea. I'm wondering if Cajun's position somehow was like the only one that doesn't get flashed, but either way, it's a really cool idea. I mean, the fact that it doesn't work is less important. That should probably be used more. That's a nice trick. 4 people running out. If the flashbang works for 2 seconds, that's enough.
Well, we saw it with the pistol round, right? Where Dignitas, they had some very well-timed flashes as well to take over top and then to take over CT. Like, clearly Dignitas, they've refined their play here on their T side. And this is what we've been saying as well since the beginning, since MSL joined up with the team. Their T side is drastically improved. Dignitas quickly showing that, you know, they are a threat, essentially. If on this T side, you cannot take them lightly. The TSM are stepping up with some great play right now, and the flash is going through right now, just completely shutting Dignitas out. Molotov as well, and he goes so far. Kerrigan goes so far as to stand in his teammate's incendiary, and he gets 2 kills. Zipmix still alive behind the 2 boxes as well.
Oh, almost with a kill there on AC. If there was 1 grenade follow-up here would be amazing. And actually, Dupree has a Molotov. Might not be quite enough here. Bomb goes down. And it's going to be the full-on retake here for TSM. They will almost be able to secure this map if they can just win this 1 round here. Dignitas really don't have a lot. Cajun will pick up 1 and the second kill. Headshot on Kirby. Now back aside Nico trying to stay alive. He takes 1 with the AWP, but Cajun is just on fire here. Triple kill for him. And the bomb will be defused, no problem at all. Gonna go and save the AWP as well. That's 13-8 Dignitas. I mean, the bomb plant actually secures the buy here. Without that, it would have been 3,600 on at least 4 of their players. So that's not enough to buy AKs. That will be Galil's instead, which is very tricky.
Exactly. I mean, if you want to have a nade count, right? And now we can see. That's the difference with that $800. You just managed to actually squeak out a decent nade count to work with in this round. So they have the smokes, they have some flashes as well. There's the smoke. It actually gets body blocked a little bit there by Dupree, and that sets it up for Device. Nico caught before he can get around to safety, and Pimp actually getting caught out in second mid. Kirby's gonna fall. Dupree just wrecking right now. Dupree, he is just the unstoppable monster. The last round, he just completely dismembered Dignitas, and in this round, he's doing more of the same. MSL, though, does step out and take out well, not an entry, but at least a frag that will open things up here on the B side, and he's just gonna press up behind this. They aren't wasting any time at all, Dignitas.
Hard to say if this is like just them throwing fortune to the wind and just saying, let's just try and go for it here. And actually, maybe that's working out. Easy and MSL both picking up a kill here and turning it from a 2v4 into a 2-on-2. But oh no, the Molotov in the back. He's going to have to move. It's going to get hot in that corner. MSL trying to get out. He's going to burn alive. He did get a kill, in fact, before he did. And now AC revealing his position. Going to try and sneak out. He goes down. And Device, well, a little bit scary. But he finds the bomb in the smoke that he himself put up. And that will be 14th round there. That was a really tricky 2v4 then. That could have definitely spun out of control.
Yeah, those Molotovs essentially just saving the day for TSM. The one into the back corner to be able to eliminate MSL, that was a big one right there. And the fact that, well, it turns into yet another 1v1. Each and every round across both of these maps has been so close for both of these teams. Although on Inferno we've seen a little bit more one-sidedness, Cash was definitely a show of clutches.
Now TSM have really hit that golden spot here playing CT side Inferno where they've got smokes and Molotovs on every single person. But in fact, they still lose the entry. Karrigan gonna go down. Look at AC just charging on in. And Sipniks, they're not gonna actually follow through. I don't really mind that. I feel like you get that double entry even if you let go of Nico. Why try and push in? Maybe Sipniks gets one more kill and then it's right back to a 3v3. And actually there it is as Dupree playing these apartments really well, comes up with a good kill there.
When he doesn't go back to check, he doesn't know that he's been infiltrated. Pimp is down in pit right now. Look at this, he's trying to turn the tables. Already the counter rotation, he spots him. Dupree, the way this works out is perfect, and he gets the headshot onto Pimp as well.
Wow.
I can't believe it. He's just one step ahead every bit of the way here, Dupree. And now, man advantage for TSM. Dupree's still alive on this side. He's got that incendiary to buy a little bit more time. Gonna get a bit toasty there for MSL, who manages to dart past, but another kill coming in for Dupree. That makes 3 total, and it drops the bomb at his feet. Ineffective Molotov here, set up by AC, and now Dupree just holding this angle. He's got the rotation coming in as well from his teammates. This should be an unlosable situation for TSM. They managed to completely lock Dignitas out, in large part due to Dupree's efforts.
Yeah, he's 1 kill off the 30 bomb as well, which will also give him a good 2 kill death ratio. He's almost 30 and 15, which would be pretty damn impressive here. So, I don't know. I mean, there's not a lot to say. TSM really stepping it up here today. They seem to have really come alive. No hesitation, no slow warm-up or anything like that. 15-8, and we're going to be moving into the 24th round right now. It's match and map point for the TSM team. Dignitas would have to win 7 rounds straight here to get overtime, and there's a nice flick from Device. They've also got Cajun Orping, which is scary all on its own. And there's a kill there on Kjaerbye.
And that's going to completely set them back. Smoke goes down, but that's an aggressive smoke. Device willing to push through. There's the flash. He puts the shot. Not going to be rewarded, and he does back off just in time. AC, no joy here. Does dodge, oh, a little bit of joy. He dodges that HP, but then he gets caught on the cart, and he burns down to 59 HP. Oops. It looked like it was going to be a very clean situation for him until that point. And
look at this. Cajun's just waiting. He's got like a one-man firing squad here, and he's going to get executed. Oh no, that's not cool at all. Nico getting wrapped around as well, and AC on the cart. Gonna pick up the 1 kill. He's all alone here. TSM, they do it on Cash with style, and on Inferno it looks even better. Karrigan will get the last kill. 16-8. Team SoloMid picking up a 2-0 victory against their fellow countrymen here.
Fellow countrymen.
Dignitas.
No mercy amongst Danes, it looks like. They just got completely slammed. I mean, we were saying, at least the last time that these two faced, when they initially faced at the beginning of the group, it was a very close call between the two.
It was.
In 30 rounds, consistently for both teams, Dignitas nearly taking out TSM. We just didn't see that level. It's hard to make out as well, because it was just so many clutch rounds that TSM won.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire best of 3. So it wasn't like Dignitas were making the wrong calls. It just came down to closing out rounds to actually get them the win there.
I mean, on the first map, it was Device going nuts. On the second map, Dupree took over, and just generally a strong performance from those 2 players across the 2 maps. Wow. Well, that means through to upper bracket is Na'Vi and Team SoloMid. So good job on their part. And that means into the lower bracket, that's going to be Dignitas, I suppose. Yeah, that's how it works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the 4th seed, the team that takes 4th in the group is out of the tournament. completely. So that's how it's going to play out once we kick off the playoff days. I mean, we're pretty much going to be moving steadily through into those days now because it's about, roughly 10 days worth of CS that's going to be coming out here for Fragbite. So, we're going to move through these consolidation days and some of the days that need to get caught, some of the matches that need to get caught up as well.
Yeah.
And then we'll go straight into the playoffs. So, well, as far as this match is concerned, I mean, TSM were the heavy favorites. You can't really get around it. We watched their matches online yesterday. They looked to be in great shape, and they didn't disappoint here in this best of 3. Dignitas, the underdogs, they didn't get the bone today.
No, I think that pretty much concludes it. Well, that means our next game coming up is going to be between Fnatic and Team Acer.
Yeah. That's going to be a good one. Another, like compatriot v compatriot.
Yeah.
But what's interesting there is, well, Fnatic should be the clear favorites in that match. I think it's pretty hard to argue otherwise. But Team Acer threat, they always have clever strategies. They always have these interesting ways of approaching the map, approaching T side, even like CT timing with the pushes, etc. They're always pretty spot on there. And there's some firepower there as well, Spitfire for one. So you guys won't want to miss that match. It's going to be coming up in about an hour and 15 minutes. So it gives you some time to go get some dinner, get a meal, and we'll be back then.